Okay, so today to deepen with ourselves and get in deeper connection with our bodies, we're going to do some balancing. And we do balancing all the time in our lives. We balance our time, we balance our relationships, we balance how we're feeling with how other people are feeling. So balance is a huge part of daily life all the time, whether we notice or not. And then just balancing in our physical bodies can really be metaphorical and kind of inform us about all those other forms of balance that we do every single day. What are some better methods, or what do we like about it? What are we good at? What are we not good at in those areas too? And in case you don't know me already, in case you don't know this already, I love metaphors. I have a podcast, Life is a Metaphor. So of course I'm going to take it there, but it's not just there, not just the metaphor that I'm interested in. It's really just that baseline fundamental activity of balancing and focusing on your body to be able to balance that just also gets you in your body. It's playful, it's goofy, you laugh, you fall, you have to be okay with that, or get okay with it, or deal with the frustration through it, which is also metaphorical and informative about the self. But yeah, lets you feel your body. It's another activity to try and experiment with in your body. So we'll start with just like basically balancing on the 1 foot thing. That's the most basic example of balance that I can think of. But also play with the others. If we're not playing in our physical bodies by trying all these crazy new things, then what are we doing? Because, that is what this whole game series is about, is getting deeper connection with your body by playing. So balance on your shoulder like a breakdancer, balance on an elbow that's really atypical, or on your forearm, or one arm, one leg, or on one knee, or on the side of your hip, or on your hands like a handstand, on your head. Again, you can like kind of lean up against the wall if you need to for support, keep it at your level, but play and do all that balancing. And then come back to, after you've played and laughed and fallen, come back to some of the metaphor too, some of the ways in which it can help you deepen your relationship. I mean, it can start with the body, like, did you get winded? How hard was that? Do you hate balancing because it makes you feel like anxiety, like you're going to fall and you don't trust your abilities? Do you grab for something way too soon and you don't fight it out and stay with it? And are these things metaphors for life? Is this kind of how you are too in life? But, physically, do you push yourself or hang back? Do you, like I said, feel practiced at balance or not? Feel like, oh my gosh, I haven't done this in forever. I'm so bad at this. I barely have any balance at all right now. Okay, maybe that means you're not like in your body very much. So there's the physical ways, but then there's the metaphor stuff that's equally as fun to play with. Like, when you balance, do you tend to always fall to your right side? Does that mean you're kind of leaned heavily towards that? I mean, some people say, the right side is like the masculine side and the left side is the feminine side, or whatever. Take it for whatever it's worth to you, and toss it if you think it's silly. But do you lean forward too much when you're balancing, or lean back? Do you tend more towards the forward lean or the backward lean? And, is that like you tend more towards the future thinking or past thinking? You like hang out more in the future, hang out more in the past? Or is it that you're really like a forward pusher, or you're just more reserved and pulled back? Do you tend to like jolt out and like push yourself forward, or do you tend to sort of hang back and stay more reserved? These are the kind of things that are fun metaphors to play with. And then we can even take it further and sort of think of like, is this how I handle balance in my daily life too? I'm sitting here trying to balance my body, and are the things that I go to different or the same as the things that I go to when I'm trying to balance my life? Am I always just trying to like fight through it? And am I crashing often? Or do I always play it too cautious and too gentle with it? Or am I just horrible at it? Or Do I lean too far forward? Do I get frustrated easily? Do I tend to negatively self-talk the second things are not going well? Do I just like start demolishing myself? And whatever. Is this what happens when you're trying to balance your life too? They're just interesting things to play with. It's a game, and we're trying to get in deeper connection with our body and just sort of know more about us too, for whatever it can be worth.